there's now an attempt at social imperialism to impose social values of one group on our society. Then our disappointment is now exacerbated because we are sorry to see that you live the way you live. But we keep quiet about it. Now you say we must also live like us. That's why we say no. We say no. And am I worried? Not at all. We should be worried about what? Because to tango needs two people to dance. If the West doesn't want to work with us because of homosexuals, then we have enough space here to live by ourselves and do business with other people.
Today I came across an article that I found quite interesting, and it goes, the World Bank is trying to reach a compromise with the Eastern African country of Uganda concerning their conflicting stances on gay relationships. In 2023, Uganda imposed a strict anti-gay bill, which allows harsh punishment to be made to anyone identifying as homosexual. In response, the World Bank halted its loans to the country alongside sanctions from the Western states. This is really interesting, in my opinion, because the president stated that he has no issues with the gays as long as they don't promote it or recruit people or minors. But a certain newspaper posted someone who was sodomizing a minor, someone that I won't mention, but it was in the news years ago. So this was evidence that this society was obviously recruiting people into this act. It's quite an embarrassment because here in the African culture, it's like a sexual vice. It's a sexual vice, in fact, because no family would feel really proud of their child turning into a gay. Our ancestors believed that marriage between man and woman was the way to go because its aim was to procreate so that the lineage goes on, the clan goes on, and this would only be done through procreation. But what does gayism do? People will just be there and claiming to have fun, but when in actual senses they are so miserable. I think this comes to lack of self-love. That's my opinion. You have to find your love. Like, you have to find that love within you, and then it will be reflected back. But if you think that you're going to find it from the same sex which the gay society provides, I don't think so. It will just keep you miserable. This act comes with diseases. Yeah, you will say that even the normal relationships get the diseases, the sexually transmitted diseases. But at least this is meant to bond. This is something that the African culture feels proud of. So why would someone become gay and then get sick and then... And besides all that, the gay society is way promoted by the Western countries. These people have very many privileges. They have free access, like easy access to visas. They get donations. So if the country is not safe enough for you, why wouldn't they just go get citizenship in those other countries that they really feel safe, protected, and loved? I'm sure they'll still be part of us, part of their family, part of their culture. Yeah, because I don't think we are against them that much. That's my opinion.
Since you talked about the scientific report that was presented to you by these scientists in front of us, they didn't say that homosexuality was abnormal. They said there were a range of reasons why somebody could be homosexual. There are genetic reasons as well. So you can't dismiss that somebody could be born homosexual. So isn't this just a political bill? It's nothing to do with science.
No, the report says, first of all, you know that many of our homosexuals are actually mercenaries. They are heterosexual people who just become homosexual just because of money. They are prostitutes.
But how do we prove that? Is there
No. Let's first, that's the biggest category here. These are prostitutes for money. They are normal people. They are just recruited because of economic hardships. They go into that. Now, the other smaller category, which I was defending, their conclusion is there is no single example of a purely nature-driven homosexual. Yes, there could be some association. Some of those studies showed that there could be some association with the genetics, but the people who grew up in certain environments are the ones who eventually became homosexuals. While the same identical twins, the children from the same egg, from the same ovary, same ovum, what they call monozygotic twins, what we call identical twins in our normal life. You find one is, the other one is not. And when that study they made, they found it was the environment which triggered this fellow to go that way. So therefore, there are definitions that nature without nurture, you cannot get a homosexual. That's what they are saying. Yeah. That nature without nurture, you cannot get a homosexual. So why don't we remove this nurture? The society removes this nurture. Yeah. Instead of the way the Western societies are presenting it, that there are two options. This is like a menu. You go to a hotel, you can choose either this or that. You know, our people are, and by the way, those people, the Western people you are talking about, because I pinned them down, I said, you put your signature on this. They couldn't. I don't want to quote names because this was in confidence. One of them, just the other night, I was on the phone with one of my people in the West, my friends in the West. The person said, there is no reputable scientist who can put his signature to the opinion that nature is the one which causes homosexuality. That's what somebody told me on the phone.
The gay community in Uganda is requesting to have a meeting with you. Would you give them an ear? The homosexuals in Uganda, they are requesting to have audience with you.